Welcome back to the Great Rubino. I'm here with Nate Fish, known as the King of Jewish Baseball, the new manager of Team Israel Baseball. I also think has the best hair in all of baseball. Nate, how you doing, my friend?
I'm good, man. Thanks for having me. I'm sitting here at an Italian restaurant in Margaretville, New York, about 5 minutes away from where I live. So apologies in advance if a plate of meatballs comes out and you guys all see it on camera here. Sorry.
No problem. We're happy to have you. We saw each other just a couple months ago out in Arizona. Great mini camp, great Olympic run. Didn't quite medal, close. And now this team is in your hands. How did it come about? Did Peter call you and Jordy? How did you know this was going to happen? How did it come to be about that you're the new manager replacing Eric?
Yeah. So Holtzy stepped a couple days after the Olympics concluded, and I was sort of the next logical person to get us through September, the European Championships in September, before we start looking forward to like some bigger things in 2023. And so I think of myself in this position sort of as an interim manager. Let's continue the momentum that we have from the Olympics. Let's have a good showing in the Euros. And then we go into more of like a full rebuild, looking forward to 2023 and sort of reevaluating the player pool, the potential staff, all that stuff. But I think it was once we knew Holtzy was going to step down, I was the logical next person. I've been with the team for a long time. I've played basically every other role on the team besides manager and every other role in the organization besides managing the national team. So I guess I've had all the roles now.
Yeah, you're one of the first people I remember being involved in it when I first found out about it and was seeing pop-ups at all these events, and we got to talking. And one of the things we talked about at minicamp was how loose you are in the dugout. Eric, and I love all sorts of managers. I love the difference between an Ozzie Guillen and a Tony La Russa. I'm a White Sox guy. Is really different. They're both winning managers. So Eric seems real. He's fundamentals. He's real tough, at least exterior wise. And we were talking about chewing gum or whatever in the clubhouse. So what is sort of your style and you're going to bring to the team?
I mean, I live a lot of fun at practice and during games. But even if you're having fun, man, when it's stressful during these games and you find yourself being serious, like there's no time to mess around. You're just trying to make good decisions in real time, take all this information that you have and basically not mess it up, So it is fun. But it's not necessarily like rah fun. I do love being on the field during batting practice, chance to have some fun during regular practice and workouts, chance to have some fun. But during games, especially if it's sort of a pressurized situation, everyone's just kind of dialed in. And even myself in the Olympics, I found myself being very, 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 very serious during the games because it felt like we were playing in the World Series,
Yeah, every game had that. And you played at Cincinnati, most famously or infamously, right? Roommates, I think, with Kevin Youkilis. So he's probably not coming on the field with you, but who will be on the field for this European Championship?
Staff-wise, it's going to be myself, Alex Jacobs, who's been doing advanced scouting and analytics and served as sort of a bench coach in the Olympics, is going to be back with us. Ophir Katz, who's a Sabra Israeli running some of the programs in Israel right now, is going to be with us. And Richard Kanya from the Czech Republic, who's sort of this random dude who's not random because he's been doing this with us for like 15 years. And we all know him so well. And he's very much an honorary Israeli because he's been involved for so long. Will be with us also. And then we just submitted the 40-man roster. It is basically the same 40-man roster from the Olympics. That is not to say that the actual 24-man roster that we travel over there with is going to be the same. Between injuries and guys being back with their affiliates, a lot of our pitching staff is not available. We hope we have like 14 or 15 of the from that Olympic pool And then we also have 10 or so spots for Israeli kids. And this is going to be a chance for them to contribute. Really, really good developmental experience for them. But not just developmental. Like, we're going to need them to actually contribute if we're going to win the game. So it's going to be a mix between those two groups. And I think we're gonna have a good team. We're in a pool with Russia, France, and Great Britain to start a group of 4. So that's who we'll open up against.
And this doesn't have any impact on the World Baseball Classic. So let's look ahead, I think, to 2023, which is it's supposed to happen, assuming all things go correctly. Are there guys out there that you're already starting to try to speak with? You know, I wrote about it in an article last week where, you know, the first team or the second team even, you know, you had a guy like Jason Marquis who wanted to come back to baseball. I imagine he's done, but he wanted to come back to it. And here you have some guys like the Jason Kipnises of the world, not Jewish, but able to play for Israel. Ryan Braun. Is the team, is that in our plans? And are you searching the minor leagues as well?
Yeah, it's funny. Marquis just called me. Don't. No, he called me 2 days ago. He said he's ready. So yeah, it's the WBC is a little different. You have a bigger pool of players to choose from because you don't need to be a citizen of the country that you play for. You just have to be eligible for citizenship of that country. So you can cast a little bit of a wider net, look throughout the minor leagues for sort of rising stars in the minor leagues. And that sort of 2 years or so right after guys retire, where they can still sort of crank it up and play at that level. And that's sort of a cool opportunity for them to finish out and do something a little different. So yeah, we, every time way well in advance, we look, and by now we have a network of scouts and other people that are sort of dialed into Jewish baseball players in the States. And we put together these really, really extensive lists. And then from there, just start whittling it down until we have the actual, for the WBC, it's a 28-man roster. But yeah, look, you can use big league guys there, which is great. And you can use Jewish Americans who don't have Israeli citizenship there. So it's a much bigger player pool to choose from. Yeah,
there was there's a lot of hope and a lot of excitement. And now I think it's official, even though your moniker was the king of Jewish baseball. I think it's official now. Are there t-shirts? We got to make t-shirts. And also a huge congratulations to you. You can't see her. She's not on the screen right now, but this man is getting married really soon. So what a week. Congratulations to you two. Have a wonderful life together. Enjoy those meatballs. And let's win some games. Anyway, people, Jews in the minors who haven't been scouted yet, send them Nate's way, and let's build another winning ball club.
We need everyone.
Yeah, absolutely. And there are some guys coming up over the last couple drafts that look like they certainly can contribute. So it should be really exciting.
Yeah, maybe we'll get Kligman and Steinmetz, the 2 Orthodox kids that got popped this year. I actually, it was with Ellie when he got drafted. He was on our team bus, which is a fun moment for all of us. And I've known Steinmetz's dad, Elliot, for many, many, many years since he coached basketball in the Maccabee games. And he's been sending me updates for years. I was like, yeah, all right, whatever. Keep sending me videos of the kid. And then he ends up going in the first round. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, he seems like has the potential to be a solid pitcher, certainly for Team Israel. And hopefully Dean will be on the team for the WBC. And there's other guys. I mean, I don't think Bregman has said no. I think Pilar said he would play. So there's a lot of hope there. And to put another real competitive team on the field, and wish you the best of luck. A mazel tov. A lot going on in your life right now. Enjoy it, soak it in, and celebrate, I guess, with meatballs. I guess that's the best way to do it. All right.
Talk soon.
Bye, guys.